Salut, ça va bien? This is the audio file for week 8, leçon numéro 1. Semaine 8, leçon numéro 1. We are still covering the interrogative form in French, and we've already seen the interrogative pronouns such as que, quoi, qu'est-ce que, quel, qui, est-ce que, and we already learned how to invert the verb and the subject in French. And now we will learn about quand, which means when. Unlike the previous lesson on the interrogative pronoun what, that can have several translations in French, when is pretty easy to translate. When equals quand, and quand is used to ask interrogations about a moment in time, specific moment or time. Okay, so it is important to mention also that there are two main ways of asking questions with quand in French. You may already be familiar with both methods. The first one consists in inverting the order subject-verb when asking a question with quand, and the other method consists in using the expression est-ce que after quand. Let's focus on the first method. Quand plus inversion of the verb. The best way to explain this method of inversion is by giving you 2 or 3 sentences in English that we will later translate into French. And our first sentence is this one on your screen. When will you go on vacation? When will you go on vacation? In French, quand iras-tu en vacances? Quand iras-tu en vacances? Quand is when. Ira is the verb to go in the future, and tu is the subject. And en vacances simply means on vacation. By looking very closely at this sentence, quand iras-tu en vacances, we can draw a simple formula, which is quand plus verb plus subject plus the rest of the sentence. Again, quand plus the verb plus the subject plus the rest of the sentence. The verb comes first, then the subject, which is why I called it the method of inversion. Okay, now the second sentence here. When do they usually vote? When do they usually vote? In French, quand votent-ils d'habitude? Quand votent-ils d'habitude? Here again we have applied the same rule of inversion, where the verb is employed first, then comes the subject. Quand plus verb vote, vote in French. Quand plus the verb vote plus subject il and plus the rest of the sentence. Now let's learn how to apply the other method by using the expression est-ce que after using the interrogative pronoun quand. When using est-ce que after the word quand, you don't need to invert the other subject verb like we did in the first method. So our new formula will be quand plus est-ce que plus subject plus verb plus rest of the sentence. Again, this formula will be quand plus est-ce que plus the subject plus the verb plus the rest of the sentence. All this is explained in detail in the original lesson on the Word file, so feel free to download it, okay? And you know where to go. My virtual classroom, the information is posted in my channel, so feel free to read it, and you can access the website and register. Okay, it's free. Here, as you can see in this formula, quand plus est-ce que plus subject plus verb and the rest of the sentence, the subject came first, then the verb, so we had no inversion. Let's study some examples now. We'll use the exact same questions asked previously, but we will apply this time the second method. Sentence number 1. When will you go on vacation? Will be, in this case, quand est-ce que tu iras en vacances? Quand est-ce que tu iras en vacances? Okay, I said quand est-ce que, as if quand was ending in t sound. I know it's a D sound, so I should have said probably quand est-ce que if I wanted to make the liaison, the link, but no, it should be quand est-ce que, quand est-ce que. You use the t sound even if it ends in D, alright? Quand est-ce que. So we have in this formula quand plus est-ce que plus tu as a subject, ira as a verb plus the rest of the sentence. The sentence number 2, when do they usually vote, will be this time quand est-ce qu'ils votent d'habitude. Quand est-ce qu'ils votent d'habitude. Quand est-ce qu'ils votent d'habitude. There was no inversion, and il, the subject, comes before the verb vote. Okay. Because we were learning how to ask questions involving time, I thought it would be a good idea to quickly introduce the future tense in French. There are three verb groups in French, and we already studied those of the first group, verbs of the first group, which end in er. I call them the er group. In order to put these verbs into the future, it's very easy. You need to add the following endings, 6 endings, to the infinitives. Okay, so let's take a simple verb like manger. The endings for the future tense in French will be et, a, on, et, on. Again, et, a, on, et, on. So a verb like manger, to eat, in order to say I will eat, you will say je mangerai. You will eat, tu mangeras. He or she will eat. Il ou elle mangera. We will eat. Nous mangerons. You will eat as a group. Vous mangerez. And they will eat. Ils ou elles mangeront. Okay, so je mangerai, tu mangeras, il mangera, nous mangerons, vous mangerez, ils mangeront. So this applies to verbs of the first group ending in er, like manger, danser, parler, sonner, demander, poser, raconter. Plenty of verbs like that, and it's very easy to form the future tense. Alright, so this also applies to verbs of the second group. You use the infinitives and you add a, on, et, on. Okay, so a verb like finir, which belongs to the second group. Verb of the second group are verbs which end in er, like finir, or choisir, or bâtir, and whose present participle is formed in sont. We will study this later, okay? You don't have to worry about it, but they will end in er, and the present participles will end in sont. Okay, so for those verbs, you also add those endings et, a, on, et, on. So finir, for example, which is to finish, it will be je finirai, tu finiras, il finira, nous finirons, vous finirez, ils finiront. Or choisir, je choisirai, tu choisiras, il choisira, nous choisirons, vous choisirez, ils choisiront. All right. But for verbs of the third group, which is this is actually much more complicated, and we need a special tutorial for that. Okay. So that's it. Now you know how you can easily ask questions with quand. Okay, by using those two formulas. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. One more thing, okay, don't hesitate to join the my virtual classroom. It's free, and those lessons are in the Word format. Okay, so you can download them to your computer and spend as much time as you want, and email me. And well, we have weekly exams, so you can take them and you can see how well or bad you do. And I will give you some reviews. I hope you had fun, and I had a lot of fun doing this tutorial, and I will see you let's say in 2 or 3 days, I hope, if I'm not too busy. Alright, thank you, au revoir, et à bientôt, bye.